But Adam has a huge, yeah.
Got it. Darn. Go ahead. Special postseason show with half of your favorite couple, Saddam. It's Sam! We have so much we have to get to on this show, but first, let me let you guys know that if you missed any of our shows back from any seasons of Big Brother Canada, it's all over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. Check out the phone interviews with the house guests, see what they're saying now, postseason, how they're different, you get the deal. All these shows are over there. And of course, since you're watching this back now, you probably should have been watching us do it live over at yourrealityrecaps.com/you now. You just become a fan over there. You get alerted every time we go live. You can hang out in the chat room and ask your questions live to the house guests. Tomorrow night, we will be live doing our amazing race recap show. On Friday, we will be live with Esty. Saturday, we're live with Damien, and Sunday, we're live with Mark. So make sure you become a fan on You Now so that you're alerted every single time that we go live. Of course, if you want to help support our shows financially, consider becoming a patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways just for patrons, weekly shows, and you get to text me. How amazing is that? You do not get to text me. I just forgot to put my phone on mute. And of course the after shows. Did I say after shows? The after shows with the house guests. Or you could always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Without your guys' financial support, we couldn't keep these shows going, so we really hope that you will support us so that we can bring so much more to you when Big Brother 21 starts here in the US. We'll be doing 24/7 live feed updates. We'll have the live feed flashback times page and the trash draft game, and of course all our shows and interviews. So we hope that you will help support us that way. Of course, if you can't, you can always thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that bell, leave a comment below on YouTube. Those are amazing, as is a 5-star review and a nice rating in iTunes. Or if you have any Amazon shopping to do, start with our link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. You don't pay any more, we get a little bit back. You could always click the Amazon ad in the sidebar of our website, or any of those ads around our website helps us so much, as does just sharing our stuff, favoriting it, retweeting it on whatever social media platform you're on. Those are great free ways to help support our shows. But okay, shut up, Eric. Let's get to the lady you all want to hear from. It's Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing?
I am so excited to do this. I'm doing great. It's been crazy, but I'm here.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is nothing crazy that's been happening at all. This has all been going flawlessly and perfectly.
So normal. So very normal.
Like, if I didn't know better, Sam, I would say that this was your attempt to disarm me.
It is. I'm trying to throw you off.
You know why?
Because you're so good.
No.
Why?
Because we're in a fight.
We are in a fight.
I don't appreciate you being with my boyfriend.
Well, you know what?
What?
You're going to have to fight me physically for him.
Oh, it's on. Except I don't like touching girls.
Right.
So
you're going to have to get past that fear. And I've been working out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So, I still think I could take you down.
Well, I want to brag, but normally I drink Powerade on this show, but now I drink tea. I drink tea from a white cup because that's what Adam told me to do on yesterday's show, so now that's what I do all the time. I don't even get your white cup, it is my white cup. Now he's playing both of us, Sam.
My cup is like a lavender color. You probably can't really see it that great, but it matches the wall. Mm-hmm. So, I win.
Well, my cup is white because Adam told me to use a white cup on yesterday's show, so...
Adam, we're in a fight.
Okay, look. We all love you, Sam. This show is all about your fans getting to ask their questions to you. So I just want to start firing them away at you right now. And I want to take this one from Denise Kelly, who wants to know, Sam, what specifically is it that you love about Eric's boyfriend, Adam?
There are quite a few things that I love about Adam. And it's going to be very difficult for me to narrow it down to one, but Adam has a huge heart.
Ooh, heart.
Yeah. Heart.
Heart, got it. Darn.
Heart.
Darn. Go ahead.
For me, it takes quite a mixture. It's not just the outside or just the inside. It's a little bit of everything that really makes me love somebody. And for the most part, Adam, honestly, it's his heart is huge. His heart is huge, and he keeps showing me that every single day.
I think that really came across on the show, and I think that's why so many people, loved him in this game. Let me take a question from Mary E in the chat, who wants to know, who, Sam, would you have wanted to make a 4-person alliance with? We got to see the pretty boys, but what if it was Sam in control of making an alliance? Who would you have gone with?
I really liked working with Chelsea. I think Chelsea is so smart. I like the way her brain works. I think that she would have been able to take down some wins when it comes to competitions. I think she was coming close to that. I worked with Adam to a certain extent. I still think I would have liked to work with Adam. I think myself, Chelsea, Adam, and Kira. I think Kira is incredibly smart. And I think all of us together would make a great kind of puzzle piece that comes together, and I think we dominate the game.
Okay, I love that. We all wanted to see kind of the ladies of the season overthrow those horrible pretty boys, but
I did too.
We all did. I cannot believe, because we had no issues on my end at the start of this show, I totally forgot to tell everyone the most important part, Sam, and that is that you all need to spread the word and let everybody know that we are live. Square, megaphone, up arrow. Of course, become a fan here. However, Sam has also agreed that the number one fan, your choice, Skype call or autograph. I totally forgot to let you guys know that. Okay, let me take a question. I'm speaking of that over from Twitter. Of course, you guys can tweet me your questions using hashtag YRRLive. It's from Sam Adam BBCan7, who wants to know, who will be the first house guest to come and visit you and Adam in Newfoundland?
I think it's going to be Kira. I think Kira is actually planning to come visit this summer.
Really?
And if it's not Kira, it's going to be Dane. So I think Dane and Kira are coming this summer. We've heard almost right from their mouths that they're coming. So I think it's going to happen. Okay. Very excited about that.
Okay, I would love to see that. Danielle D wants to know, what was the hardest competition for you to compete in, Sam?
I would say Broken Record. That's the one with the ball, the one that I absolutely needed to win, the one that Dane dominated. There was actually a little bit of a technique to that. And I looked over at Dane and I saw him using your body as momentum and really, really being able to get that ball right around the record and being able to catch it, because it was bouncing off this kind of spongy triangle.
Right.
And it would kind of go crazy. I think I could have had it. First of all, if Dane wasn't playing in it, and if I had kind of wrapped my head around the technique and the momentum and doing that. But that was actually pretty challenging.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was challenging. It was fun. It was fun to watch. You were a huge fan of Big Brother also, weren't you?
Yeah.
Is there any challenge, because I know someone's going to ask this, is there any challenge that you did not get to compete in that you wish you would have been able to as a huge Big Brother fan?
I didn't really get to I didn't really get to do like an endurance.
Okay.
To the point where you're like pipe dream.
Mm-hmm.
I still think about how badly I wish I would have just went over there and like grabbed onto a pipe just so I could feel if I
Right.
could hold my body weight up.
Uh-huh.
That type of competition, I wish I could have done. I really wish I could have played in pipe dream, to be honest.
Okay,
Although
so
I hear that one was very, very difficult, I would
right.
like to do that.
Okay, pipe dream. Mary wants to know, what do you think about Anthony's game being so-called loyal to the soil?
Right. I, you know, watching the season back now, I am seeing a side of Anthony that I didn't necessarily see in the house, and I think that was all part of his game.
Right.
Anthony and I didn't click or connect in that way because I don't feel like he felt like he could manipulate me.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very good at that. The house would be, or the people that were there that would have one decision and a direction they were going in. If Anthony wanted to change that, he would just have to have one conversation and that would happen. A big part of Big Brother is manipulation. So when it comes to his overall game,
Mm-hmm.
I would respect it if he had pulled out some competition wins along with the manipulation. So, I think he played a good game. I think Dane played a better game. I think Adam played a better game. But he played a good game.
And that's fair. I think that is a fair assessment of because I think people kind of feel like, oh, people are just being bitter towards Anthony, or the jury was just bitter towards Anthony because he made them feel emotional or a connection in the game. And I find it very interesting that all of you guys from the jury that come in are like, no, we respect that part of his game, but we also wanted to see him win stuff as well.
Yeah. I mean, when you kind of think about the fact that he took some vulnerabilities and, use them to his benefit, it depends on how you look at it and how you want to see someone play Big Brother, really.
Right. Let me take a question from the chat from Catherine, who wants to know, when Corey got to jury, did she apologize to you right off the bat for your backdoor and eviction?
She actually did. She did. It was a whirlwind for Corey. I think, when you come out of that house and go into jury, you see those goodbye messages, which usually explain a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I still think when she first came into the jury house, she still felt like she was very close to Anthony, and that Anthony was very loyal to Corey, and Corey was loyal to Anthony. Mm-hmm. And there's no doubt in my mind that there was loyalty there. Mm-hmm. But I think Corey felt that Anthony's loyalty was to Corey above anything else. Right. And that was hard for Corey to deal with as people came in and she realized that was not the case.
Right.
But to answer your question, yes, Corey did apologize. And I was like, I told you so. I'm not the type of person to kind of rub your face in it, but I made sure I got the digs in when I needed to.
Perfect. Now I have a very important and serious question from Daniela G in chat. Okay. She wants to know, Sam, how many times has Adam scared you? I keep seeing all these horrific Instagram stories.
I think it's at least half a dozen. I'm working on getting like a really good scare. It's just Adam is hard to scare because I don't think about it like he does. It's like always in the back of his mind. Mm-hmm. But it's at least 6 or 7 good ones.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe. Okay, look, patrons, I'm going to give all you a job because we're going to go to the patron after show after this. Mm-hmm. You guys, during this show, think of a good way to scare somebody. Yeah.
Usually like maybe coming out of the bathroom, coming out of the shower.
I could tell you what I did one time, but it really didn't go over well.
Tell me.
I got a nosebleed while I was sitting in the car. And husband was like in the gas station, like getting stuff. And as I saw him coming out, I slumped like my head over into the steering wheel so that when he
Oh my
opened the
God.
door, he would have just thought I had like a hemorrhage. See, I'm a messed up person, is what I'm saying, Sam. But maybe like that, fake your death.
That's good.
That was a good one.
I could pretend I choked on something.
I don't know what your level of scary is that you want. We could also do like a spider in a bed. I'm gonna give you a range.
Oh, we hate spiders. Both Adam and I hate spiders, so that's another good one. But I do have to raise the bar.
Do you have a fan? You put spiders on top of the fan blades, and then when he turns on the fan, the fake spiders start flying everywhere.
You are just giving me so much right now.
All right. Let me go back to questions before chat kills me. Maureen, 44444 wants to know: do you wish that you and Dane would have worked more together in the game?
I do. Early on in the game, Dane and I, and you can't really see this on the show, but you might have been able to see it on the live feeds, but Dane and I would get up super early. We would connect. We would chat. We would talk about game. And I felt super solid with Dane early on in the game until my gut started screaming at me and letting me know Dane is coming for you. But yes, I do wish that Dane and I could have worked together. I feel like that could have happened very easily, especially if Adam wasn't there.
Right. You're getting so many questions about scenarios of which way that you would have voted and yada yada. So I see all your questions, guys. I want to ask it to you this way. Is there any scenario where you would have given Anthony the win? Like, is there somebody who, if they were sitting next to Anthony, you would have awarded Anthony the win?
No.
What about Kira? Who would have had to been sitting next to Kira for you to give Kira the win?
Anthony.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Anthony in that scenario. And then obviously in any scenario where Adam is there, Adam's getting it.
Yes. And that's not only just because I love him.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like he played the best game, the most well-rounded game, as far as what I like to see in a Big Brother player. Kira had to pull out wins when they needed to, or win. I think it was a win.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira had to adapt. Kira had to readjust. Kira put Adam on the block. I just respect the way that Kira played that game more so than Anthony, and that's just based on who I am as a person.
Okay. I think Iris44 said, we saw that you posted on Twitter a few days ago, you and Adam, like, in the car together, and you're like, we've been watching the season back, Anthony, and we need to talk. We need to talk about a few things. Now, I know you mentioned that a few minutes ago, but have you talked to Anthony since then?
I have not.
Oh.
Anthony and I have not chatted, but I care for Anthony dearly. I think he's a lovely person. I really, even coming right out of that show, I had really nothing bad to say.
Right.
I want to get to know Anthony more.
Okay. And I think, and I truly believe, I know this is hard for so many people to believe, because I really do give people so much shit when they're playing the game. Mm-hmm. But I really believe, I don't care what a horrible monster you are in that house, I really believe everybody deserves a second chance to get to know how they are in the real world. Now, I say that for us as fans of the show. I get it's different. It's going to take you guys more time. You were in there, you were competing. The game, you were all playing the game. But just take that note, fans. So no, you have not talked to him. Well, no. Sam, I don't know if you heard about the show yesterday with Adam, but I just want to let you know we have Anthony on the line here for you. Just kidding. But what I want But no, I didn't want to like put the Cassandra thing in this show again. If you guys missed it, go watch Adam's show. It's there. But I hope that you did hear. Cassandra wanted to make sure that I let you know she loved you just as much as Adam loved you two together. She made a nice video for both of you, which is
so sweet. That's a huge honor coming from Cassandra. We respect her game so much. I love her as a person based on what I've seen. So. Yeah. That means a lot.
No, she is. It is. She's a great person in real life
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. Damien wants to know, if you had won, Sam, where would you have gone on your trip? Everybody this season wants to know where you guys would have gone on your trip.
I've been to the Caribbean like 9 times.
Okay.
And that is because for what I do wedding makeup. So I would go down and do the bride's makeup if they do like destination weddings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to avoid any of the places that I've been already. I would love to go to like Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
I think Hawaii would be fabulous, or like Bora Bora, or like Thailand, or somewhere like that.
Okay, about Thailand. I feel like, wasn't that also Adam's answer? I feel like Adam wanted to go
Was
to
it
Thailand.
really?
It really was. I'm like 99% sure his was Thailand also.
Well, there you go. I guess we have to go to Thailand.
It's very hot there.
Good.
Very hot.
Yeah,
But
it
beautiful.
will be when we get there.
But beautiful. Yeah, well. Susan P wants to know, Sam, did you ever feel anything for Mark at first in the game? Or was it just the friendly flirting / gameplay of it all? Because, we saw him purposely being like, I'm going to go flirt with Sam to try and make Adam jealous. And then, of course, in the edit, we saw you flirting back a little bit. But was that strictly game on your end, Susan P?
100%. I knew that my charm was going to help me move forward in that game, especially early on, knowing that the feelings for Adam were starting to develop quickly. I knew that target was growing on my back and growing fast. So if I could maybe kind of steer that direction a little bit and be like, oh, well, maybe she kind of likes Mark a little bit. It was definitely 100% part of my game.
Okie dokie. Seth9710 wants to know, how hard were you advocating for Adam to the jury?
I went as far as, so being the first jury member, you get the pick of the best room and the biggest bed. I went as far as to invite Esty to sleep with me in my bed, because I knew Esty was one of the harder ones that I was going to have to try and convince to vote for Adam. Uh-huh. I knew everyone, if it was coming down to Dane and Adam, I knew that was going to be the hardest way to go about it. Mm-hmm. I knew that Corey was respecting Adam's game more so than Dane's. I knew that Damien would probably go that way as well. Mark, I think, would have given Adam his vote.
Right.
Esty was the only one that I was worried about. So I was definitely putting in work with it, that, anticipation of that happening.
Okay, I love it. I wanna ask this question from New Jersey girl. I think a lot of people, or I'm gonna change it a little bit and she won't care. A lot of people felt like in the debriefing after the show, that you guys did, I think that was for a morning show, that Anthony was putting a lot of it on you. I think a lot of your fans feel like Anthony blames you for everything. He feels like you are the reason he lost her. Now, I'm not saying that's true or not. I'm just saying that seems to be an overall feeling that I think a lot of people are saying. Do you feel that? Or what do you want to say to people who say that?
And do you mean Anthony felt that I was responsible for him not winning the game?
Yeah, I think the way people are seeing it as that he felt you were the reason he didn't get any votes in jury. That because you went in first, you were, like you just said, you were able to talk to everybody. But I'm gonna let you say what you want to say. So that doesn't
surprise me, based on the fact that Anthony focused on me from the very beginning of that game. Mm-hmm. He said my name quite a bit. He really wanted me to get out. He called me the snake. He called me a genius snake, and a liar and a master manipulator. But Anthony is always wrong with his judgment when it comes to me. I didn't have to do any work in the house to put people against Anthony, especially when it comes to him sitting next to Dane. Right. That was a complete no-brainer. And even being in the house, I didn't have the opportunity to see the show. Right. So I didn't even realize how much Anthony was, wanting me out, because I didn't really get to, absorb that information until I was out of the house. So no, that's actually the first time I've heard of it, but I'm not surprised by it because I feel like Anthony just wants to blame me for everything, and I'm still trying to understand fully why.
Well, to be completely fair, I will say, and I'm 99% sure, he had nothing but good things to say about you when he did this
Yeah,
show earlier on the weekend. He was very much, the game is over. I love Sam. We're in the real world. So I just want to throw that out there for the flip side of that question. He
good.
here was saying wonderful things about you.
And I've
Uh,
always had great things to say. It's just
yeah,
everyone's throwing these things at me that's making me kind of be like, is there more to this than just what I think it is? So it's been very interesting.
I cannot imagine how hard it is for you guys. Because on one hand, that is the game. Lie and
Right.
manipulate people. And lie and manipulate the shit out of people. But how do you then go into the real world and look at that person and go, it was so easy for you to lie and manipulate me?
Yeah. And
It,
I kept saying I knew that when I looked at Dane and we were talking about the backdoor plan, and I was like, do you remember the conversation we had
mhm,
where you and Adam brought the conversation to me about backdooring Corey? And they looked at me and said, that conversation didn't happen. I suck at lying.
mhm.
I'm not a great manipulator. So I had a very hard time in that house trying to lie and manipulate. It's not something that comes naturally to me
Mm-hmm.
that may come naturally to other people. And that's why I was so surprised that people thought I was doing that quite easily, because I don't think I did it at all.
Right. And I don't think you did. I think you were very honest. I think it played out the way we all saw it. You were
Right,
trying to protect Adam a little bit, but you,
right,
for the most part, were completely honest. Then when you had to,
yeah,
told everything.
right.
Um, I want to take this from That's What I Said over on Twitter. It's not really a question so much as a comment, and they just want you to know that they loved your intuition and that if you come back again, please make sure that you listen to it and
Trust it.
only yourself, because you really were so spot on the things that you thought during this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that makes me super proud of myself, because in this life you want to listen to your gut when other things are pulling you in different
Hmm.
directions, and this is such a great test of that.
Right.
And if I could go back and do anything differently, it would be to trust my gut and my intuition. So thank you for that.
Yes, that is. I think that's the number one thing that returning players always say. Like when they do it their second go round, they're like, "We're
Yeah,
not being scared anymore. Whatever our gut tells us is probably true.
we're
We're
gonna
going
do
with
it.
it."
Yeah.
I want to take this question from maybe 420. Speaking of your social media, everybody fell in love with the Adam and Sam duet. I said it made me pregnant, but maybe 420 wants to know when is your album dropping?
You know what? Adam and I love just being together. And I
Mhm.
think it's great that we're able to capture some real chemistry kind of no matter what we're doing. Adam
Mhm.
has a great voice. I've done some singing in my life. So we're going to learn some songs and definitely play them.
And we want to see it. Like I was telling Adam, and not only that, and I'm sure somebody might have already asked this. You have a million questions that they're sorting through. We got producer Lindsay back,
Oh,
but I have a feeling someone asked or is going to ask. Would you ever want to do something like you, Adam, and Damien? Because we know Damien sings also. Apparently, I think Kira also, we learned, is
mhm.
big into music and plays music. So we need all four of you to do a song together.
I would be down. I would
Okay.
be down for that. I think it'd be hilarious.
We want to see it. Did you find it hard to adjust after the game was over, or did you enjoy? I mean, I guess it's hard to say did you enjoy being in the jury house, but Was the transition, I think what they're asking is, was the transition as hard as you would expect it to be to transition from game into jury, or was it easier than you thought it would be?
It was easy for me. I remember, making that. I was just so excited to be. I was just so proud of myself for getting that far. And I know that sounds crazy, and people at the end of the day, you want to win. And of course, I wanted to win. But the fact that I got to jury, I was relieved with that. That house, the stress level is is like a whole other world that is even. I mean, I own a business. I bought a home. I know what stress is, but being in that house, it's a whole different ball game.
Right.
So I think I transitioned very, very well. I did have that full week to myself. The hardest part was being away from Adam and not knowing when I was going to see him and wondering if he was feeling the same way that I was.
Right.
So that was definitely the hardest part. But for me, the transition, I think I had one day where I cried, and that was mostly because I missed Adam. Yeah.
Oh, isn't new love the best?
It really is the best.
I love love too. I know some people don't love. You know who else loves love? Nikki. And Nikki has a question, and she says, during your HOH, you and Kira talked about the possibility of telling Adam to use the veto, saying that Corey would go up, but then actually putting up Dane. Was there any way that was there any scenario that would have made it so that you could have made that happen?
At that point in the game, no, because Adam would never. Okay, and does she mean like do it and like secretly put up Dane and not let Adam know? Because if Adam would never be part of that plan and allow it to be executed.
Right.
If I could secretly do it and say, take off Mark or Kiki and I'm going to put up this person, but actually put up Dane. At that point, too, Dane just had this incredible ability to make everybody believe that, they were on his side. So I think by me putting Dane up on the block would have just put me in a really, really bad spot moving forward. And that early in the game, it's always about setting yourself up for the next couple weeks.
Right.
So at that time, I don't think it would have been a successful move.
Okay. Megan wants to know, how does it feel to know that you were Ika's favorite player? The week you went home, Ika and Cassandra wore all black during their ET interviews and said it was because they were mourning the queen.
I just want you to keep saying that over and over and over again because it just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. It makes me the happiest person in the world. I want to cry. It's just incredible. It's such an honor to have people like that look up to me when you're in there just trying to fight for your life. And a lot of times you feel like you're doing such a terrible job. And then to come out and have that type of support from people that have played this game not once but twice and are iconic Big Brother Canada players, Big Brother players in general.
Right.
It's a huge honor and probably the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
That is amazing. I'm currently texting Ika because I would like to know why she stole my skit and brought it on to ET. That's what I did when Ika was evicted. I wore a black veil and lit candles, and we had Ika's been evicted morning. Ika didn't tell me.
Right? But it's such an honor. It's such an honor to be kind of looked at in that way.
It is an honor to have Ika do anything to you.
It absolutely is. Every time I meet her, I would just like die.
There could be a puddle, and I would be like, I'll lay on it, Ika. Walk on top of me. Whatever. Me too. It's fine. She's Ika. You got this from a bunch of people. Did anything, Adam told us yesterday that you guys have pretty much almost finished the season. Yeah. Did anything surprise you that you saw watching the season back?
I was a little surprised at how Mark wanted to break up the Pretty Boys kind of not early on, but kind of earlier than I thought. First of all, I thought Mark was part of the guys' alliance early on.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was convinced that he wasn't. And then now to find out that he was part of it from the very beginning, I'm surprised that he wanted to go after them and break it up so quickly, I guess you could say.
Yes, that was. I mean, I don't know what Mark's deal is. Also, Mark's deal in the he was very. We're going to be talking to Mark on Sunday, is what I will say. We have Esty on Friday, Damien on Saturday, and then Mark on Sunday. So that should be interesting. I can't.
That's going to be great.
I can't wait to yell at Mark a lot.
Right?
Yes. It's gonna be all in good fun. Who is your favorite? Somebody said, going back really quickly because Sam was a huge fan. Who is her favorite BB Canada player? Who is her favorite BB US player? And it's okay if you want to say more than one. Like, who are some of your favorites? Or you can just go ahead and just pick one.
I'm gonna go with my favorite BB Canada. I absolutely love the way that Kevin played the game.
Okay.
I think especially when he came back in season 5, I think it was season 5, and he won, right?
Right.
I think he learned a lot from his first season, and I think he was able to just have the perfect recipe to play the perfect game. I know that without Will kind of using that secret veto on him, he would have been going. But I think, he was able to make that happen. And I love the way that he plays that game. And after meeting Kevin, he's such an awesome person.
Right.
And, on top of all that, I think it's amazing. Actually, and Janelle is from the U.S. She's the blonde. I love the way that she played the U.S. Big Brother. I love the way that she would play chess with all the guys.
Right.
And by playing chess with them, it kind of gave her an idea of how they were going to play the game. I thought that was awesome. I love that.
And Erica, the KABG, says, as a follow-up to that, is there any previous player that you tried to model your game after at all? Was there anyone that you were drawing influence for, or did you kind of go in with your own game plan?
I went in with my own game plan. I know it's the best thing I've ever done in my life is be myself. That's always led me in the right direction.
Right.
So I knew that going in there, if I tried to be someone else or do something, it probably wouldn't work out for me. Unlike Adam, who went in there with a game plan, stuck to it, and was very successful. That works for him, but that I don't think was going to work for me.
Right. Now, I have a very important text coming in, a question via text from Adam, weird, and he says, can you please find out specifically what kind of ring Sam likes? So, no, the question okay, maybe you should. No, the question that so many people, of course, it's probably your number one question. What do you want, or what do you hope for the future of you and Adam together? Are you just very much take it? I know we're asking you, it's been 2 weeks out of the house, and now please, are you going to have babies, and when's the wedding, and all that? But just kind of in general, are you just enjoying it right now? Do you, see it going long term? Do you, well, obviously you want it to.
Before anything that this is not even a typical type of situation for me. I usually am a very take it as it goes. Most times I'm kind of in control of the relationship, and it's kind of, I just have never met anybody that I love like Adam. So it's right. when people say I could never relate to that, but I know that I want to be with Adam for as long as I possibly can. I never really was a huge marriage advocate because I didn't have a lot of perfect examples of marriage in my life
Mm-hmm.
that I looked up to. There was more so lots of separation and lots of, divorce. So I would marry Adam tomorrow. I would have his baby like yesterday. And, we're definitely in that honeymoon stage.
Right.
But I just feel that if it was going to happen for me, this was the way it was going to happen, if that makes any sense at all.
No, it does. And I think like what a lot of people maybe don't realize or don't take as seriously as maybe as they should, not maybe they should, as they should. I think most people in relationships, from the start of relationships, they're only seeing each other like an hour or two or a day, and sure, maybe longer on weekends. And most relationships break up after you have to start living with that person.
Right.
Or when you become in a high stress situation or money is involved. It's kind of like Big Brother is very much this relationship boot camp of you're not leaving each other's side for forever. You're going to fight over money and you're going to not trust each other, but figure out how to work through that not trusting.
You're so right.
It really is a great boot camp for relationships.
And that's exactly what I needed in my life, just based on my schedule, just based on who I am as a person. You need to take away all those distractions, put me in a pressure cooker with somebody, and see if you can make it work. So I feel like if Adam and I can get through Big Brother, we can kind of get through any of the challenges that we're gonna be faced with.
Oh, and we want to see it. I just would like that if you're going to get engaged, you don't have to do it here. It's fine. You're like me. We want like the special engagement, preferably like a flash mob coming in during a dinner. Like that's what we want. However, I would probably prefer if you like name the baby Eric or Erica.
Well, you know what? We'll put it on the list of possibilities.
I'm trying to think if there's any. Oh, there is an Erica. Forget it. I was going to be like, I don't like Erica as a girl's name, but I love Erica from last season. Dominant force in the game. Let me take a question from Sunny1111 over on Twitter. Says, were you or are you now aware that Kira was the one bringing most of the information regarding your game back to Anthony?
Yeah. I knew that Kira and Anthony were always kind of regrouping. And now that I think about it, yeah, I didn't really think about it that much, but I kind of like figured it. But yeah. Wow.
But it's a game. But
I trusted Kira.
Yeah, you did.
See, I'm very trusting.
Yeah. I mean, and look, I will say this. I believe that Kira did, for the most part, have your best interest in mind while you were in the house. I don't really feel like Kira was ever making moves to purposely try and end your game or out you. So I don't know that that's necessarily that bad.
I think Kira was helping me to help them.
Right. Melissa A wants to know, what has it been like seeing all the sweet stuff that Adam has said about you while he was in the house?
It just warmed my heart and made it grow like 15 million sizes bigger for him, because the risk you kind of take when you fall in love is getting your heart broken. So I know the things that I've said about Adam, and you kind of have to put your heart on the line, and they're cradling it like it's a little delicate flower that could just be crushed at any moment. So knowing that the love was being reciprocated, or it was mirrored back, was just as much or more. I'd say I think we love each other equally at this point, but it was such a relief to know that the feelings are mutual.
Right. And I know that, I feel like we kind of saw clips maybe on on the website or whatever where you were in jury and we're kind of like, I hope that Adam feels the same way. Then we're cutting back to the house where Adam's like, I'm going to sleep with her lipstick in a Ziploc bag. But I do have to say, it was so incredibly adorable.
Yeah.
That I think that's when so many people fell in love with him. I personally fell in love with him when he was punching those boxes. How hot was that,
sexy,
Sam?
Right?
Oh my God. I was like, I want to be a box. I want to be a box. I was, oh yeah, no, whatever. No, so many people, we were very divided. Maddie and I did, like a postseason cast, a preseason cast assessment on all of you. And when I totally said that, like, as a joke on Twitter, Maddie's like, oh no, Eric, that is horrible. How can you feel that way? And I was like,
I bet you her mind has changed.
Oh, I'm sure that her mind has changed. And I believe we were both torn. We were fighting over, for guys, Adam and Dane for the winner. And I think she chose Dane and then I think chose Adam. So it's funny. Mary wants to know, have you started your routine, at work back yet? Or are you still unwinding from the game and your new love?
I am back to work. I love that place more than anything. It's my happy place. I missed just having that interaction with my clients, having my energy flow around the space.
Right.
I love my salon so much, and I know that when I'm there, the energy, I don't want to brag about it, but I know that the energy is just a little bit different. I'm laughing, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm making people just have fun. And one of my most favorite things to do in my life is to make other people feel good. Right. So I was craving that. That fills my heart up, and I'm very happy to be back.
Here's why I love you. Seriously, this is what I love of you and all Big Brother players that do what you just said you did. Like, come out of the house, and even I think this is too soon, but like, go back to their real lives and and then also appreciate the fans as much as you do. Like, you're not hiding in your real life, but you're also not going, I'm going to Hollywood to be a star, baby.
Of course.
Screw all of you. You're going to take your salon and like, I guess what I'm saying is I think the people that love you love that you're like a real person. And I think that's what makes a lot of people like relate to you and relate to Adam as well.
I think it's important to be humble. I think it's important to just, I love what I do. What I do is not really what I consider work, and it's my brand. So it's my baby. And if anything, it's only going to benefit from this exposure. So I'm there to help nurture that.
Now, I don't even know how this is possible, but we've already been on for like 45 minutes, but you still have so many questions. We do have to go to the Patreon after show. Are you okay with like 10 or so more minutes of questions?
Absolutely.
All right. And I love that you talk and explain all of that. Is my favorite. I love when it's not like I'm pulling teeth to get an answer. I love it. Let me take another one from chat. Cami Forever wants to know, how did you feel finding out that Damien had all the advantages in the game, and do you feel he could have used them better?
100%. But you need Damien. It's like, it's not that you guys picked the wrong person to have these advantages, because Damien is such a lovable guy. Mm-hmm. But what I know of Damien is he's a lover, not a fighter.
Right.
So I think Damien was kind of sitting back to see if maybe someone was going to approach him and bring him in, instead of being that like warrior type that tries to get something together and fight against the things that he knows.
Right.
And whenever I think about the way that every single person has played this game, it's like you resort back to like your natural human being instincts and who you are as a person. So just knowing who Damien is as a person, I'm not surprised, But and that's not, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I just think that I do feel like we all wanted him to be able to take that information and use it and do something great.
Yeah.
But Damien, I think, wanted to play with the boys, not against them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest way to say it about Damien is he didn't know the game. I don't think it's a secret that Damien was recruited. I don't know that that's a secret. I think he said it. I mean, he didn't know the game. He didn't understand so many aspects to the game. I think when any producers from our Big Brother, your Big Brother, I think when they're throwing a cast together, they want those people in there so that we can either watch them learn or maybe they go out first. And Damien was an interesting anomaly almost because he almost could have went out, but then was learning a little bit. So it was fun. Yeah. But Damien is someone I would love to see play again because I would love to see how different he would play now knowing.
That would actually be very interesting to see how Damien would do it the second time around. The good thing about, Damien stayed true to himself the entire way through.
Right.
And I think he should look back on that and be proud of himself. I know everyone wishes they did more in the Big Brother house, especially if you don't win. So that's normal.
Erica wants to know, how excited were you to win a BB Can award?
I think I won 2.
Oh, excuse
Caught in the act, and then like gnarliest moment or something. Very excited. Very, very excited. That was like, what? And then for one of them to be getting caught kissing Adam, which was very funny. And then the other one, the taco armpits.
Taco pits.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a very real person. I speak my truth. So I think a lot of people can just relate to that.
That was too far for me. I think I was dry heaving during that part. Because I hate a taco. No, I'm kidding. Everyone will tell you I love a taco. But here's what I want to know. I just thought of this while you were explaining that. They're all watching the awards. They're getting like catered in bed by Sarah Hanlon and all this food. You actually won the award. Did you get anything fun for it?
Nothing.
Nothing? Rude.
Actually, I got the card, the actual award itself.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's just going to go in my scrapbook.
Love it. Oh, you scrapbook because you're perfect.
Well, I'm hypothetically saying I'm going to do it. If it actually happens, who knows? But I will keep it forever.
You need a gay that will scrapbook for you. You do.
I do.
Sorry, I'm busy. I got a lot more of these shows to do. Well, where was, oh gosh, I just lost it. A tender moment in the house was when Chelsea was leaving and you, Adam, and Kira, and I guess Chelsea cried that we saw. But then it kind of seemed like maybe there became distance between some of them as the game went on. What is your relationship like with Kelsey now? Chelsea.
So Chelsea is an incredible person. I think Chelsea and we always we joke about it. We say that we think we were put in the house to go against each other. But we connected night one.
Right.
And we knew we wanted to work together. That for me hasn't changed. I want to continue my relationship with Chelsea. I want to be friends with her for as long as I possibly can. I only have amazing things to say.
Right.
I think what was happening when Chelsea was on the block and Chelsea kind of came to Adam and I and was like, listen, I got to throw you guys under the bus as my last kind of hope to stay here and kind of give the house what they want to hear. And then at the same time expected our vote for her to stay. So that was a little conflicting. Right. Although I understand and respect the game move, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But at the end of the day, Chelsea's an amazing person, and we both agree on that.
Mind of Yanisa wants to know, what was your favorite moment in the house? I want to say, okay, what's your favorite moment in the house?
Okay, so there's a couple of moments that I remember, and it was early on when everyone is like loving each other.
Okay.
And we're dancing, and me and Kira are making up kind of dances. Those moments I'll remember forever. Meeting Adam for the first time, is
Right.
something that I will remember forever. When we both realize that we're from Newfoundland
Uh-huh.
is an incredible, incredible moment. What's your thoughts? What do you think?
I was going to say, like, I thought that you would say anything that was like an Adam memory. So what
Yeah.
I was going to say to you was, yes, tell us the Adam memory, but then what is also a favorite memory that wasn't an Adam memory is what I was, or moment is what I was going to ask you. But I love that. I love that it was that first moment when you all got together in the house.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do Survivor?
Yes.
You would.
See, I don't wash my hair anyway.
Oh, God. So then that's a plus. What about Amazing Race?
Love to.
Okay, now Amazing Race, obviously with Anthony, but if you, with Adam, I let the secret out.
With Adam, of course.
No, obviously with Adam, but if it couldn't be Adam, who would you want to do it with?
I think Dane would be great. Yeah, Dane would be great on The Amazing Race.
What about if you could pick anyone? It didn't have to be a Big Brother person.
Oh, Sarah, that's tough. Oh, maybe my best friend Sarah.
Okay, is Adam giving you the answers?
No.
No, we hear Adam giving you the answers.
He is in my head, knows the answers before I do. Because even when he just said it, I was like, who's Sarah? And then I was like, oh. Or my sister. My sister and I think would kill it.
Yeah, I think you and Adam should definitely go for that, and I cannot see them not having you do that.
I would love that.
Speaking of Adam, I have to take another question from Sam Adam over on Twitter, because clearly one of your biggest fans with so many questions wants to know, how was meeting Adam's family this past weekend? You got that from a ton of people.
It's actually been incredible. So for me, again, it's tough because I kind of always look for reasons to kind of escape from a relationship, or be like, okay, well, this just means it's not going to work. Oh, there's a red flag. There's a red flag. His family is absolutely incredible.
Right.
They were so, like, his grandfather, who is just about to turn 90, was like holding me and crying, telling me how proud of me that he is, how proud of Adam, how much he would just love to see us settle down. There is so much love there.
Yeah.
And trust me, you know I have a good gut. I have a great gut, and I listen to it, except when I play Big Brother. So there was no red flags. It was just this. It's so weird, and I really hope that everybody gets to experience something like this. But it's like effortless.
Right.
There's no anxiety. I've had anxiety in my life. I know that millions and millions of people have anxiety. You get that pit in the top of your stomach. I haven't had anxiety since February, before this all started. So it's like a breath of fresh air. That's how I can explain it.
I will say that is how you know. I know for me, and I've been married for almost 20 years. I know I look so young.
What?
Yeah, but I've almost been married for 20 years, and that's what it's like. And then other people that I know that have been in relationships for just as long of relationships say the same thing. When there's no stress and it's just easy, and people like relationships take work.
Yeah. If you listen to your body is so powerful, and it tells you everything. You're not just your brain or your heart, because sometimes those things like miscommunicate. Your body will tell you when you're doing the right thing.
Right. Okay. Oh God, this is why we're bad for each other, because we could just like keep talking and talking, and so many people are going to get. I apologize for all the questions we didn't get to, but this is why you have to follow Sam on social media.
Of course, yes. So you can ask me everything you want to know.
Then you can ask her more. I'm going to do these. I'm going to do last two questions. I've been ending with Melanie's. because I love this one. Is there anything that you want to know from live feed updaters? Like a ton of people that are watching right now were people that pretty much watch 24/7 all season long. And it's okay if you don't have a question, but I just kind of liked it. Was there anything that you were confused about, or a moment or a situation that you're like, ooh, I wish I would have had more clarity on that from
relating to the game, obviously.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time that you guys felt that maybe I could have worked with Dane? And like, were there any conversations that you saw that Dane was gonna work with me and not necessarily turn against Adam, but like lay back a little bit and just be like, okay, maybe I can work with Dane? And then another question would be, sorry, because I know I'm
no.
get everyone confused, but was Anthony always gunning for me, or was there ever a moment that he felt that maybe Anthony could work with me?
All right, now these are easy. I feel like, now granted, I do not watch the feeds 24/7, but we do have, here at Reality Recaps, we did have amazing live feed updaters all season long that were updating you guys 24/7. However, chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I know the answers to these. So, number one, was Dane ever not gunning for you? No.
Okay. Always gunning for me.
I believe, I'm confirming with chat, they are agreeing with me. Yes, always gunning for you. Okay. I don't think anything was going to change his mind at all. And also, you're correct with Anthony as well. I don't think there was ever a moment when Anthony was not trying to get you out. Yeah.
I'm honored by that.
I am. It is. I mean, that is an awesome way to look at it, they were threatened by your game. They saw you as the person who could not do what they could do, and that was have Adam work solely with them. Adam, I don't think it's a surprise, would have chosen you in every scenario that we asked him the other day. It was always going to be you, and clearly, the other pretty boys saw that. Okay, so final question. Is there, from our town, is there anything that you learned about yourself coming out of this experience that you didn't know about yourself before you started playing the Big Brother game?
That I can love. That I didn't really think it was going to happen for me. And I again, it's still very early stages, but I would sit back and be like, is there anyone that I'm actually going to be interested in giving my whole heart to? And I learned that I was capable of doing that. I also learned that I'm not a good liar. And I also learned that people think I'm more threatening than I actually am.
I mean, yeah, I would say, well, first of all, I'll say this. I love that you said love, because again, I have a horrible memory, but I feel like that was what Adam said as well, like that he learned to love more and like to appreciate his family more, and so I think you kind of both came out of it with the same exact thing. I love it. Well, actually, before I give you full screen, Sam, I just want to let everybody know quickly, if you guys missed any of our previous shows from this season or any of the other seasons of Big Brother, you can check all of our content out at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. You can see the show with Adam there with all the previous housecasts we've already done, plus the phone interviews, and see how those opinions have changed since our post-season ones. There's just so much content over there, so make sure that you check it all out. Of course, if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified when a new video posts. Leave a comment below. Those are great ways to help on YouTube. If you're watching in iTunes, a 5-star rating and a nice review is awesome too. Of course, if you guys want to watch us do these shows live, make sure you become a fan over on YouNow. It is totally free to be a fan. You just click the fan button. Then you can get alerted when we go live. You can hang out and chat and ask your questions in the chat room live. I know a few people were confused of fanning and subscribing. Fanning, totally free. Everybody can watch. When you subscribe, yes, I think it's $3.99 a month. Then you can watch all of our shows back. You don't have to wait for me to edit them, put them on the show. You get to see them exactly how they were live, and then all of our shows. So it's up to you however you want to do it, freeway or not, over on YouNow. But the best way to support us is to become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, and of course, the after shows with the house guests, like the one we're going to do with Sam after this show. Or you could always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Without your guys' financial support, we couldn't keep all this going. And we have so much we want to do for you for Big Brother 21. We want to bring the live feed updaters back. We want to have the live feed updates as well as the flashback times page, the trash draft game, of course, our shows, our recaps, our daily shows. So any support that you can do, we would really appreciate it financially or sharing our stuff on social media whenever you see it. Like it, share it, get a friend to watch. Any of that is great. Or if you're just greedy and you have any Amazon shopping to do, at least start by using our link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. You can click the Amazon ad in the sidebar as well, or any of the ads in the sidebar helps us out too. And lastly, of course, if you're into some late night gaming, check out our Twitch, yourrealityrecaps.com/Twitch for some late night craziness. But all right, let's go. I'm going to give it back to you, Sam. The floor is yours. What do you want to say to all of your fans?
So, I mean, where do you even start coming out of this whole experience, not knowing what the feedback was going to be like? The overwhelming amount of support and love has made my heart, and I said this earlier about my heart growing, but it's like bursting out of my chest. I can't thank you all enough for taking time out of your life to invest in mine. And I will be forever grateful for that. It just makes me want to give back to you guys. So if there's anything that I can do, if that means just being present on social media or sharing my life, I'm more than happy to give back to you guys. I want to tell you to trust your gut. I want to tell you to be true to yourself. I want you to never give up on your dreams. I know Adam definitely talked about how he tried out for this show 5 times, and there's no doubt that he grew over those 5 years, but you have to just be true to yourself and never, ever give up on your dreams. And your dreams, if you just listen to your gut, it will steer you in the right direction. You know those feelings that you get when you're doing something that you really, really love? Do more of that, because that's what life is about, being genuinely happy and just loving with your whole heart.
Well, I have to say, at the start of the show, Sam, I told you I was trying to do more things that I loved, which was Adam, and you won't let me.
Definitely not. That is off the list. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to fight you. Do you want another bloody nose?
No, I don't. But you know what people want, Sam? I lied. It's not really your last question because I feel like this is really good for you. It is from Mary E. She says, you talked about your makeup line and products that you used during the show, but that you weren't obviously allowed to name the brands because of it. Would you ever consider doing like a YouTube channel or stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm definitely working on a YouTube channel. I actually started one before I went in the house. It's just so much work. I was editing, I was putting the music behind it, you're cutting the clips, you're recording it. I think now with Adam kind of helping me out, that is something that we can kind of jump back into. I'm over the moon excited to start that. Just have to find the time.
Okay, if only you knew someone that produces.
Right? Like, who do I know?
I don't know who you would know, but Sam, where do you want people to follow you on social media? Are you more Twitter? Are you more Instagram?
Instagram is my jam. So
Okay.
it's Sam Picco,
Mhm.
SAMPICO.
Okay.
One C. So only one C. Instagram is where I spend a lot of my time.
Okay.
I'm getting on the Twitter wagon. I'm understanding that's a great platform for people. I think my Twitter is Samantha BB Can 7.
Okay.
I'd love for you guys to pop over there and follow me. Keep an eye out for everything that I'm going to be doing. This is just the beginning. I need to share this love.
Okay. So I thought you were saying that I spelt your name wrong, and I was like, no, I did not.
No, it was taken
No,
on
I got
Instagram.
you. I got you. No, totally. And I will put the links to Sam's Twitters under this video if you guys are watching the edited video back later. Congratulations first to, I think Michelle D, who is the #1 fan. Congratulations, Michelle. Patrons, we will see you guys in a few minutes over in the patron group. Thank you, everybody who came out to watch this show. Thank you, Sam, for coming and answering your fan questions. Comedy Jonah and I will be back here tomorrow night to recap Amazing Race. Then Friday at 7 p.m. we're live with Esty. Saturday at 7 we are live with Damien, and Sunday we are live with Mark. So there you go. Maybe in the patron show we'll get a question for you that I'll play for Mark.
I'd love that.
All right, we have some other surprises in the patron show.
Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for watching, everybody on YouNow. We'll see you guys all later. Bye for now. Patrons will see you in a minute. Bye, guys. Bye.